For thousands of years, the martial arts have continued to evolve and strike inspiration in young people all across the world to reach the highest levels of mastery. But along with that came some very unrealistic proclamations that were perpetuated by Hollywood, and even worse, by some karate school teachers that want to keep new clients coming in. So here are my top 3 myths about martial arts, especially pertaining to street fighting. Number 1, you can use your chi energy to effortlessly deflect any attacker before they even get in range. When I was a kid, I always heard stories about a 200-year-old Buddhist monk living at the top of the mountain. People always trying to jump him and just blast him off the top of the mountain using his chi energy, and nothing ever happened to him. But since the internet, all of a sudden this ability has disappeared, and everyone who has tried it has basically just got their ass beaten into the ground. Hey, yo. Number 2, about 90% of street fights end up on the ground. This is a lie that was perpetuated by a then very unpopular grappling system in an attempt to market themselves because people were more interested in striking. It's a little bit sexier. So what they did was they took these NYPD and LAPD stats where they observed in about 100 and something fights, about 90% of the time somebody hit the ground. But they failed to mention that about 60% of those people hitting the ground went to the ground by strikes. But one interesting stat is that about 95% of street fights start on the feet. That's why I always implore people to learn boxing, because if you're getting attacked in your house or wherever while you're laying down or sitting at a coffee table, I think you got bigger problems than what style you should be learning. Number 3, once you reach a certain level of expertise, you have to register your hands as lethal weapons. Officer, I don't even know whose these are. And more interestingly, you're going to register them with the Department of Taxation and Finance. I'm not sure how many violent crimes they solve every year, but I can assure you this is completely untrue. This is just another thing that martial arts schools push on their students to make them feel some sense of accomplishment. But unless you voluntarily do this and basically put yourself in a pool of suspects for unsolved beatings in your area, this is completely unnecessary and just a ridiculous myth. Anyway, these are my top 3 myths that come with a lot of martial arts. A lot of these came back in the day, and I hope a lot of them are now disproven and put to sleep at this point. But there's unfortunately some people that still think these are true, and they're still spreading this misinformation. And by no means am I making fun of martial arts. I used to do it myself when I was younger. I think every different style has something good to bring to the table. It's just a matter of what you like best. But anyway, tell me what you think in the comment section. Like, subscribe, share. Go check me out on Instagram at coach.b_. Online courses out now. Link is in the description. Till the next time, we out of here. Ow.